So today is Tuesday the 6th of March and I've just had another therapy session. This one I didn't film me kind of walking up the street or anything because I woke up really early today with a cough and couldn't get back to sleep, so by the time I did eventually wake up at 9 I was exhausted and that just put me in a bad mood. And I just felt like I can't be asked to deal with people watching me vlog in public today. Like, that was kind of my mood. So I didn't take any of my vlogging stuff with me. Which I kind of regret because the streets were basically empty going there and coming back, so I could have vlogged a bit on the streets. But anyway, this is going to be a pretty simple video. Won't be that long. Going over the session. In my last video I spoke about doing kind of role play in like last week's one. So this week we watched those clips back, like she recorded us doing it and this time we watched them back, which was super awkward. I hate watching myself on film, which is weird because I do YouTube videos, but this, because it's like I've got nice lighting and I'm sitting here in front of a camera that's specifically speaking to you, it's not as bad. Whereas if a camera's facing me from the side and I'm just trying to have a conversation and that's filmed, like, ugh, I just hate the way I look and stuff. But yeah, so we watched that back and I like re-scored myself on how anxious I felt I looked in the clip and how well did I perform, so how well did I think the conversation went. Both the scores went up, so I didn't appear as anxious as I thought I did, which is the whole point of the exercise. That you may feel 10 out of 10 anxious and you may be like, oh, like hunched over, shaking, and so you feel like you look 10 out of 10 anxious. Whereas actually, when you watch it back, maybe you're not shaking, you're not visibly shaking. Maybe, yeah, you're hunched over, but it's just like a normal person leaning. Yeah, you're doing this with your hands, but does that make you look that anxious? No, and you kind of see it from an outsider's point of view of how you will look. So we did that, rescored that. I spoke about going and getting my ear pierced, which you can kind of see there. And so I went in and I got that done, spoke to the people like myself and did it. My mum came with me but kind of stayed in the background so I could do it. I also made a phone call, which is like the biggest thing ever. I've never made a phone call to anyone that's like not family. So I actually phoned up the jewellers who did my ear piercing to ask if I needed an appointment and stuff. So that's just insane doing that. So I know that therapy is definitely helping because never before would I have made that phone call. Like, it just wouldn't have happened. I would have talked myself out of it. I would have told myself I didn't need to do it and I wouldn't have. So, that's a massive improvement for me. I had a really good week because of it, because I felt so like on a high from doing it. Got my ear pierced out of it, so that was great. Something I've wanted to have done for a while and now I've done it. So yeah, we just spoke about that in the session. We spoke about next week, I'm not looking forward to this, actually getting out of the office that we're normally sitting talking and doing stuff. So walking down the street and again focusing on the safety behaviours, doing it with safety behaviours and how that makes me feel, and then doing it again without. So that will be like walking down the road, buying something in a shop, stuff like that, like within reason, stuff that we can do. So I'm not looking forward to that. Sorry, I just hit the remote. Yeah, that's not something I'm looking forward to because it just, I guess the reason why they do this is I've gotten used to going to the appointments, sitting in an office and talking, and because I know that's all it is, it's almost become okay and a comfort and something that I'm relying on, which is not what you want. You've got to keep pushing yourself and do stuff that maybe makes you uncomfortable but is pushing you through your anxiety. So yeah, next week we'll be going out, we'll be doing stuff. walking down the street. I might try and go to like the post office if I have parcels, stuff that I would, you know, normally do with someone else, and try and do it on my own with the safety behaviours and stuff, so she can kind of, we can go back and fill out these sheets and, you know, stuff like that. The sheets are basically what I did with the role play. How anxious did I feel? How anxious do I think I appeared? How well did I perform? Did I use safety behaviours? Did I have a mental image of myself in that situation? And I think there was one more. I'm not quite sure though. We'll go with that. So yeah, that was basically it. The sessions are getting a bit more simple. There's not as much to talk about because we're just going over previous stuff, you know, things like that. Like at the beginning I was learning a lot of new information, so it was kind of a lot more of her teaching me stuff that I could come back and relay to you, whereas now it's more like stuff specific to me and facing my fears and talking about my experiences and stuff like that. So yeah, pretty good session. I've got one more and then I've got a 3-week break from her, where my sister's already said she's going to continue to kind of take me out and stuff and do stuff, so I don't like start going back again, because that's the thing with social anxiety. I think you got to be careful of that. If you let yourself get too comfortable doing a specific thing, that you'll start like reverting back. So yeah, in those 3 weeks that I don't have therapy, I want to keep getting out and stuff so I don't revert back and get worse. But yeah, that's really all I have to say this video. It was just like a quick update on the session. I feel a bit better now after it's done. I don't think it's like feel as down as I did this morning. So yeah, that was basically it. Kind of uneventful, I guess, but it was a good time. Yeah, I learned that with the safety behaviours, I'm definitely not looking as bad as I think I am. Without the safety behaviours, I'm not even looking as bad as I think I did then. So I'm appearing quite well in a conversation, I'm performing quite well in a conversation. Just my mind and the image I have of myself is telling me that I'm doing worse than I am. So yeah, that was something good to kind of learn this session, and something that I'm assuming like we'll keep working on with different situations. So yeah, I'll keep you updated on that again next week when we go out and about. I'll kind of come back and speak about that, so that'll be interesting to see. And then in the 3-week break, maybe I'll take you out and about and we'll kind of see what we can get up to. But yeah, thanks for watching this week. I'm sorry it's a short video, there just wasn't much to say, and normally I ramble here, so normally it's like long. But yeah, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you have social anxiety or going through therapy or thinking of going through therapy, whatever. Subscribe, follow my journey, come along with me on this weird mental roller coaster. But yeah, I will see you next week.